Hey everyone, Ryan here, and I just want to take a moment to talk about starting your own podcast. I was a newbie, and still am, and know how intimidating it could be to start your own show. It's because of this, no matter all the other options out there, that I chose Anchor. So Anchor hosts your podcast, distributes your episodes to all the big hitters such as Spotify, Apple, and Google, and it even has recording tools to make a show on the spot without any additional software, and that's pretty sick. Not only that, but it gives you a nice little podcast website too, if you don't have one. Not to mention that there are opportunities to make money no matter the size of your audience. Sounds awesome and easy, right? It is. See for yourself. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. All right, now let's get back to chatting about games, huh? Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Couch Cat Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan. I have Alan, the co-host seat, and today we are live talking about version 9, the biggest update for Simple MMO, arguably, in all of history, the guild update. If you remember, we did a live podcast react to the initial info release by Mike on his personal blog weeks ago. I don't know, like almost 3 weeks ago. It's been a long time. A little rusty doing this, but now we're back with the full release. It's been live for a couple hours now, more than a couple hours, and we are interested to talk about what actually went live versus what was teased. Additional stuff that went live in the update that I forgot to mention in the podcast, so I can't take credit for it. And things we didn't see coming. We want to talk about the interface of the new guild layout and the information that is available and on display for people messing with the guild tab, etc. on mobile, not web. And we're going to be going over input from people who actually play the game. We've asked for input in a separate text channel in our Discord server to hear from players, their feedback, concerns, predictions, etc. When it comes to guilds, guild leaderboards, and other things that we're going to talk about later on. But before we do, Alan, what's up? Thanks for
Hello.
joining me. God, dude, I fucking.
My God, I was
All right,
waiting for
reroll.
your intro to be done so I could say that. I was sitting there waiting,
Honestly,
like, oh, come on now.
like like let you speak while I'm doing the intro, it ruins it because you go like, like I can't have that anymore.
It's my monotone
Uh,
hello.
yeah. So
You should be used to it by
how are
now.
you?
I think we're almost on like episode 30 soon or something. Like, come on
I
now.
don't like it. No, I'm over it. It's but how you feeling? How you like the update so far? Have you been able to play you around with any of it or what?
Yeah, I got to sit down and play a couple hours of it, and I'm enjoying it. I think it's probably the best update that we've seen in quite some time.
True. That's good. I've seen some of it. I know we've done a lot of talking in the server behind the scenes for this update, specifically today with some things we're doing. But I don't want to touch on that until we go through the patch notes, right?
Yeah,
But
let's go through
yeah,
patch notes first, and then we could talk about our opinions and other people's opinions and stuff.
for sure. And before I do that, I want to give a shout out to everyone that's here right now that's listening to this live. We have some big hitters. We have some familiar faces in the chat room. And it's good to see everyone again. And it's good to see that everyone's saying to replace Alan. Great. Good to see that
There's
feedback.
no love. There's no love.
We will file that for later
Go
for
hang out in
action.
my cardboard box by myself.
Yeah, if you're lucky. If that's what we'll give you. So anyway, tonight, April 9th, version 9. That's what we're talking about. And there's a lot going on. It's being called the Guild Overhaul Update. From what we teased, there are a couple extra things going on. But Alan, do you want to do like we do usually? Do you want to just go down and see what's up?
Yeah, let's see that. Wait, but do you think Mike actually did version 9 update purposely released on 9 April? Or is that just a coincidence? It just dawned on me.
Dude, that sounds like a question like meant for like the Discovery Channel on like aliens. Like that show, like if they exist. Like, did
A
Mike?
2-hour episode of whether or not the answer is yes or no.
You have to like you have to think like, does British humor go that far? Like,
Damn it,
do
Mike. Why do you
they
have to be asleep right now?
do they have that like in the back of their minds? But
I
yeah,
don't
well
know. All right.
played. Shout out to Mike. He's asleep right now. It's a little late for him, but he wishes us the best of luck and not roasting his update too harshly. But I'm gonna fry him up like Wagyu, and it's gonna be rare.
Okay. Let's
I mean,
get
he asked for
into it.
medium rare. Yeah, sure. Okay, so some of the things that we all knew was coming, right?
Yeah.
Main components of the guild update include the power
Yeah.
level.
Yep.
So you level up your guild power level using power points, and each power level will introduce new bonuses to the guild, and the list of bonuses can be viewed on the power tab. Have you had a chance to look at that power tab, Alan?
Yeah, I did. It gives you like, how many points you have, what level, like what power level you're at, and then also like how it'll tell you the countdown until you lose a point because you lose a power point each day. So
Oh
it's
my
kind of
god! So it
yeah.
decays.
It decays 1 point every day, every 24 hours. Um, it's just fabulous for us little guilds out there. But
Oh, because everyone decays, or are you saying
yeah,
because
well,
we can't really sustain
yeah,
it?
everyone, yeah, we're not going to be able to sustain it. You kidding me? Here's why. Because you earn power points 3 ways: by completing guild tasks, by winning
Hmm.
wars, and then by buying them with diamonds. So maybe if we have diamonds sitting around, but why would we want to do that? Um, Guild tasks, which we could cover in a little bit, are pain in the ass, and then winning wars takes 5,000 kills to win a war.
Oh my
So
god!
yeah, it's kind of like
Uh,
I'm hoping like when you win a war, like or whatever, you get like a crap ton of guild points or something, But yeah, you get 10. Thank you, burnt potato. Yeah, so yeah, so that's but Mike was very nice for any of the, I guess you could call them legacy guilds now, or whatever. Any
mhm.
guild that was created before the update came out, he gave those guilds 30 power points. I think it was 30, something like that.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that and I was like, "Where do we get those?" I was like, "Where did this
yeah,
come from?" Yeah,
yeah,
I forgot.
yeah. And then like your guild members could buy, with their diamonds if they want to. Like Sir Neil did, or Neil's in the Discord channel. He did. He bought the first one, so I was very grateful for that. But yeah,
Yeah, he's a
so we
he's
could,
a OG.
yeah, absolutely. Um, so yeah, we could keep going down the list if you want. Then
Yep. I want to
before
talk
I
about
just start.
probably
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I want to talk about the most important aspect of this update, and that's guild gradients. So essentially, you can add gradients to your guild name and guild tag once you reach power level 5. Obviously, that's very important. It deals a lot with mental warfare. So, like, if you're in opposite guilds and you see a guild with gradient names, you might think twice.
It's how you attract the noobs with the flashy name.
That too. Like,
Like,
how are you supposed to compete with that? Like, they're gonna be like,
what?
okay, so there's Couch Cat, but then there's that guild with like gradient pink,
Yeah,
like hot pink name that fades
yeah,
into like lemon. Like,
yeah.
there's no competition. But
No,
yeah, I just thought that was funny. I mean, obviously it was coming because I mean, if you got it on usernames, why not put it on guilds, right? And it's more money in his pocket. So that's gradients. We all knew that was
yep.
happening. Guild level. So guilds now can level up depending on the amount of EXP that they have. Due to this, all EXP has been reset per Mike, and old quote unquote legacy EXP will be saved and displayed on the Legacy Hall of Fame. So that's interesting.
Yep, yep.
Um, let's see, Legacy Hall of Fame. View the top 50 guilds of Simple MMO before the release of version 9.0.
We made it to
Interesting.
43.
Yeah, we were
I
actually.
don't,
I don't even
dude.
know
I don't know
how many
how we
guilds are
pulled it
there.
off.
Is
We
there
so
like 45 guilds, and that's how we
I
win?
don't know. I don't know because we were at 41. And then when Mike announced like the blog posts about version 9.0 and it becoming legacy, we dropped 2. I thought we were going to drop way out of 50, but we only
Yeah.
dropped 2. I was shocked. But yeah, so congrats to Darth Taylor and her guild, Death Star, or you're right, yeah, Death Star, yeah. I literally
Yeah,
just said this
don't
like
mess
5
it up.
minutes ago. And for again number 1, they beat out Yi. Rest in peace, Yi.
No. Well, yeah, now I have to care about them, but for other reasons. But yeah, rest in peace, Yi.
Yeah.
And let's can we just take a moment to talk about Gi?
Yeah,
They're just
poor
a
Yi.
PvE guild, and they don't eat good. Okay, it's up to us to just 5 diamonds a month to provide something for Gi and all of our other fellow simple MMO players who just can't hack it being PvP. Thanks. That's my infomercial for Gi. Rip Gi. Yep. Thank you
We
in the chat.
literally
Thank you.
we need to get music in the background for that next time. Make this
Yeah.
professional.
Whatever doesn't get me sued. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start. I'll hum it. Will that get us
Yeah.
striked? Struck or whatever.
Yeah. A strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea. We have to file that one for later. So
Yeah.
also in league with that, guild icon, so more stuff to personalize your guild, which I think everyone was waiting for.
Yep.
Since this game, we always say it, but Simple MMO is a social game. So anything that deals with personalization, like backgrounds, name colors, avatars, um, they like it. We like it. So guild icon,
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It right now includes any sprite within the player's collection,
The
and
leader
it
guild
also
leaders collection.
okay. So yeah, you'd have to pass it
Yeah.
on. Like if you
So
obviously
everyone
if you didn't have it binded.
give me their sprites. That's all
I'm
I
not
ask
giving you
for.
shit.
Give me it all. You don't need it.
No, but not only that, but it requires a power level of 3.
Yeah.
Do any of these things go away when the power levels decay? Do you know that?
It's a
Like, will
very
you
good
lose your
question.
shit? Will you lose your shit if you decay to power level?
Yes.
They
You
do?
lose those bonuses. From my understanding, from what I've read, is you will lose those bonuses when you decay.
All right, I'm
So
out. All right,
so we
podcast
got
over.
like we got like I don't know 10, 13 days or something before we dip to power level 2.
Yo, that
So
blows.
we literally gotta start stepping up, dude.
Oh my god. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah.
that's great to know.
Yep.
Rigged. So, what else? Guild background, same thing. Another option to personalize your guild.
Yep.
Beyond your character.
But you
And
gotta
it's of
be level
course
4, power level 4
level
for that.
4, and come from the player's collection or the guild leader's collection.
Yep.
Is what I meant to say. Also, some cool little things. Increase guild member count. So now the maximum is 130 players, only when they reach power level 5. So if the big guilds just recruit, 130 players, that's almost as like more than the concurrent, fan base online at any time anyway. But if everyone just joins the same guild, I guess we can all prosper and have all the cool guild, icon backgrounds and gradient names together. Let's see.
Yeah.
Newly created guilds now have a starting maximum member count of 80 at power level 1. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so if you
That's
create a
lower.
guild past version 9.0, you start off with a cap of 80 members. However, for any of the old guilds that were around prior to version 9.0, you still have that 100 player cap no matter what. So even if,
Oh, so we're good.
thankfully,
Okay.
if we drop down to
Yeah.
to power level 1, we'll still be able to recruit 100 players, even though we haven't been able to do that in a while. So, speaking of which,
Yep.
if anyone wants to
What?
join Couch Cat Gaming, we got some cool friends over here.
Yeah.
Please.
We'll take anyone.
Yeah, new, veteran, whatever. Anyone from Death Star want to come join us? I'm just saying, we got friendship over here.
What, Death Star doesn't? I've heard some shady shit over there.
Yeah, I heard you have to do some bad things over there. We won't.
Yeah,
make
you're
you
not
do
even
that.
allowed. You can't even call them. You can't call the higher echelon by their names. You have to call them by their rank, which is kind of bullshit. But those are just some of the rumors. Oh, and also they make you pay weekly allowance to them to allow you to stay in the guild. I mean, not confirmed, but what we hear on the streets. Thanks to Burnt Potato. So what else? What else have we got? Okay, so what? Now we have more things to talk about when it comes to activity. There's more
Yeah.
ways to contribute to your guild,
Yeah,
as in earning EXP and
yeah,
power levels.
actually super excited about the guild activity. Um, Personally, because like I can now see people who are donating to the guild bank. I can see people who are actually
Yeah,
attacking. I can
I'm not
see,
gonna.
like,
You ain't gonna catch me on there.
yeah, I know, cheapskate. Come on.
Any money? So friend of Couchat, Catchan, whoever they are, likes to give me money, even though I say no. So that will be my only donations. I'll just go on the record.
This is just messed up, man. But
just fucked up, man.
yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, it's good for
So
you.
yeah, I've already been looking at it today. I'm like, oh, this is nice. I see like burnt potatoes slaying people left and right, so that's good.
Slaying
I've seen,
our friends.
yeah. I can't believe burnt potato would attack one of our alliance members. How could they? How could he?
Hey, we can't talk about that yet.
Oh yeah, sorry, spoiler. My bad. My bad. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, it's cool, and I mean, we get to see who's killing what. We get to see what friends we're making and other activity, like you said. Much needed. Should have been implemented earlier, but I'm glad it's here. And
Yeah.
then now for the one of the biggest shifts, biggest changes that we were looking for is Guild Wars. Because before
Yeah.
this update, Guild Wars sucked. Like they were never ending. You
Yeah.
had to like request to surrender your own war, so that was kind of weird. There's a lot of guilds out there that were, I don't know, like broken for lack of a better term. Like here's a 3-man guild and 2 of them are permanent safe mode AFK, haven't been online for 5 months, and then you have one dude who killed your whole guild over and over for like 700 kills, then went permanent safe mode AFK for 4 months, and you can't end that war.
Yeah.
So
Well,
things
you
are being
could have,
addressed.
but it took like 2 weeks for it to end because you could ask for a surrender if you don't respond. They'll automatically end the war, but you have
Lame.
to wait like a longest time. So there's that.
Yeah,
But
lame.
it's better
But yeah,
now.
and it wasn't really that fulfilling.
Yeah, there was
EXP wasn't
no
that.
winning to it.
Yeah, in Guild EXP, obviously before this update, what was the we're like earning something for something. We didn't know what, but now
Yeah,
we know
yeah,
what. But like back then, it was like, what the fuck are we doing? How do you communicate to guild members, especially new players? Be like, this matters, but you don't even know
yeah,
if it matters. But yeah. So you're now able to win Guild Wars by being the first guild to reach 5,000 kills. So that's interesting, especially for smaller guilds. Like if we're going, toe to toe with 30 odd members in each guild, like holy shit, that's a lot of PKing the same people. And if they're at war with another guild, which I looked at my feed, pretty much everyone just went to war with each other. Like as soon as this update went live, like everyone's at war. That's awful because now everyone's killing the same guilds. We're all in the same pool. It's going to take forever to even reach 100 kills. Like what the like, especially I'm talking more like in the small guild arena, but even the big guild, like that's not like, say you do have max 130 players, you're still getting fucking beat on by everyone else. Like who are we going to pick off?
yeah.
So
The scraps,
that's
man. Just gotta keep looking for the
it's kind of
scraps.
ridiculous. Like I think of like Total War, uh, like when you go to war in that game, it's long, it's for longevity. Like those wars last fucking campaign, like the campaign itself almost. I don't know if it's suitable for simple MMO. I don't know if 5,000 kills is overreaching. I mean, it feels like it's overreaching. Like I guess we're just going to test it out, see who actually wins
Yeah.
by this
I mean,
method.
so if you had 130 players, right, and they're attacking another guild that's 130, and you could attack them for 3 times every 12 hours, 4 times every 24 hours, right? So 130 times 4 times 130 or something like that. I don't know. You could get a lot if everyone was active. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that math.
and
Someone
that's
knew,
not.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
don't do it. Don't do it. We don't want to out
Yeah.
ourselves, but like
But yeah.
that's perfect conditions though, right? That's like not
Yeah, that's
safe
perfect
mode,
conditions. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, you'll
not
probably
permanent
see that
safe
like Death
mode.
Star or something like that, where they're running around just murking people. But
Yeah,
not
the higher
not a
tier guilds
couch
like
cat.
they're like, yo, if you're not active, like we're taking a pinky. Like I heard that. I heard that on the streets. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. There's like a bunch of players out there without pinkies that were in like Legion and Death Star, and now it's like they can never play a game properly again because they weren't active for like 2 hours.
Oh, perfect. Thanks to Yerg and Nochan. Uh, Yerg says you can get 144 kills a day, no mushrooms of energy, no wasting EP, plus 35 with mushrooms of energy. Nochan says 130 people times 4 times 24 hours is 520 kills per 24 hours. So yeah, that's assuming if you have like max EP, I guess as well. But
Yeah, perfect conditions. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's nutty because
But yeah,
it's never going to just be 1v1, right? So unless that will be
yeah,
an option like later on, like where like say like the top guilds can start like soloing each other. Like you know how like in some of the mobile games we played in the past where guilds will like declare war on each other, but that's it. Like it's
yeah,
X versus X and they have like a week to compete against each other in PvP kills.
yeah,
You see that in games like Clash of Clans and stuff. So that'd be interesting. Uh and
yeah.
a easier way to rack kills without competing with other guilds out there. But yeah, and then I'm looking in the chat, and Kyvan says he takes pinkies anyway, so that's good. Glad we have that going for us. Good to see you, man, all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah. So once a here we go. So guilds with less than 10 members cannot participate in guild wars, which is
yep.
fine.
It's great.
This is to stop one man armies, which is fine. But now this will just create 10 men armies.
I mean, there's
So
already some of those running around anyway, so
yeah,
whatever.
there
I'll take
are.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, now they call themselves advisors, you know? So thanks. Thanks for that. But let's see. Once a guild war has ended, there's a 48-hour cooldown period before either guild can declare war on each other again,
Yep.
which is good. They'll need that because they'll be getting, picked apart by everyone else looking for scraps. Winning a guild war will give you, or excuse me, will give the guild EXP and guild power points. The loser will lose power points, and surrendering will result in losing EXP. So as you can see, guild wars have changed completely. They have more meaning behind them, and I think it's going to add more depth to the game for people who take guilds seriously. And that's not just the top, say, 10 guilds. That's the top 50 guilds, including us. But I just think it adds more to the game,
I'm just
especially in
glad.
the PvP realm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. I'm just glad that when we lose, we're not going to lose power points. It's just EXP. I'll take that. Like, I'll gladly take that any day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's kind of rough how the PowerPoints pretty much in everything you do decay, or you're fighting that decay.
I mean, yeah. I'm
Um,
glad there's a decay though, to make the top players, to top guilds pay for it still at least. But um, yeah. I don't know.
um, so let's move on to Guild War inspection.
Yep.
View an in-depth report on each individual guild war. This will be improved upon in the future. Guilds can switch, disable, or enable PvP every 30 days. That's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's awesome
Um,
for those PvE guilds, so they could just literally just keep switching off no
yeah,
PvP, so they won't get
and just
dunked on.
stay in the leaderboards, just like eating vegetarian food. Yeah, must be
Like
nice.
Gi.
Yeah,
This is their
like our
safety
friends
net.
like Guy over there. Disabling PvP no longer requires surrendering to every guild war. All guild wars will end automatically without penalty. Okay,
Oh, dude.
what?
So what you're saying is, if we were to declare a war on like every guild possible, right? And we're just getting our ass kicked, we could literally just be like, you know what? Before we lose all this EXP, we're just going to cut it and go PvE real fast.
Let's go raid Everwinter.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, okay. Well that brings on to guild rating. Do you wanna You want to read some, Alan? Or you want me to keep going?
Sure. Yeah. So guild raiding. Yeah, we could raid locations. It takes a PowerPoint, so you got to be careful. Honestly, it might just be a good idea to just blow through our PowerPoints. I don't know at this point
While
for
we
the
have them.
smaller guilds. Yeah, while we have them before they decay slowly over time for no reason. Um, you get to choose a specific location, and all the steps in PVE kills, like the NPC kills, are contribute to the guild's EXP. So it's a great way to level up the EXP of the guild. And I just checked, you can actually raid a event location. So right now, during the Easter event, we could raid that location.
Oh,
So which
nice.
is freaking awesome. Yeah, which like I love it.
All
I think
6 of us.
yeah, dude, got to carry strong. Um, so now uh, there's a guild armory. This is great. I'm so happy for this one. This allows players to donate items and equipment that they're not using anymore because they leveled up for the newer players or lower level players to grab them. No, Chen, we're not dumping all our spare junk tools into the armory. That would never happen.
What? We're not?
No, absolutely. I I looked at our guild armory. Someone donated sticks already.
I can't wait, dude.
So,
I can't wait.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's nice because you no longer have to be like, you're brand new, let me send you stuff, and someone else joins. You're brand new, let me send you stuff, someone else
yeah,
joins. You're brand new, like just like free reign, like go in there, get your sticks,
yeah. Get your sticks. You'll be good.
get your sticks and go wild. Uh yeah, I can't wait to
Yeah,
not use this either. So
yeah.
pretty neat.
So players they request like they'll go through the armory right, and then they'll request the gear, and then the guild leader will say yes, no, whatever, and then also guild leader can actually shut the armory so that people can't donate more stuff. So if people keep donating crap into the armory, they're going to get shut down. Let this be a warning.
It, I will say it's a little dangerous because like say I don't know, even if they're like a new player, because usually new players are gonna be using the armory, especially ones who are like progressing like actively. Uh, if they like are smarter than they lead on, and they're like, I have to do all this to get like diamonds per collections, and like all the stuff we have in the
Yeah.
guild, they're just taking everything and adding it to their collection, so they get 100 of X, Y, and Z and shit.
Yeah.
That would be kind of like alarming. Like to wake up one day and like 50,000 of my sticks are gone. Like, I wouldn't know how to continue on. I'd probably quit.
And thankfully, I could shut that down. Be like, haha, I deny your request. So,
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Good that there's approval.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I would do that. So just
Yeah.
speaking loudly, speaking out loud. What's on my
Yep.
mind?
Yep. Yep. Of course.
Yeah, I see the chat, guys. I get it. They have to. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out the way I wanted it to. Okay.
Yeah. Know your place, Sensei. Come on.
Yeah, they're all out of me in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. So here's
Yeah.
the thing we didn't want to talk about, but we've already talked about, and here's the thing that I swear in the last live podcast, I brought it up, but I forgot to bring it up when we were recording. Like it just dawned on me, and that is guild alliances. Something that wasn't mentioned in Mike's official teaser on his blog, and it's here. So you're able to ally with another guild, and multiple guilds at that. This will be expanded upon in the future. It states, or Mike states, guild members can contribute to the army by submitting their own items. I don't that must be a typo where that's there. But anyway, so guild alliances are in the game. We're actually already a part of 2 alliances. We're with Yi, and we're with Kaiben's guild over there, Fallen Angels. So that's pretty cool. I will say Fallen Angels were our first alliance, thanks to Kaiben. So awesome. And we don't really know, like, there's not really much like meat to the bones with it. Pretty much all that changes is like there's a notification in your guild activities that you're in an alliance, and when you go and look at players, you'll see if you're in if that guild is in your is one of your alliances. You'll see like this player's in one of the guilds you're alliance with. But it does not stop you from PKing them, burnt potato. So that's neat. He was pretty much PKing all of our newly founded alliance friends before it went, and then it did get approved. So he's awesome at that, killing our friends. But yeah, it's cool. So I want to say this is super dangerous because the top guilds can just for like it's like one of those JRPGs, right? You're the underdog. Like, I mean, I'm playing Project Triangle right now, Project Triangle
Mm,
Strategy on the Switch, and
yeah.
it's the classic story of um the big dogs coming down, like snapping necks. So I could see that happening with the larger guilds, the more powerful guilds, lancing up right away. Or would be more interesting is the bigger guilds are alliancing smaller guilds and creating their own mini like factions, right, or unions. Um, or yeah, that's what you would call them. Yeah, and like going against each other. You incorporating more player base into your little guild scheming. But it's neat.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
really
can't wait for
hope
more.
I as we wait for more of content for guild alliances, I hope that the players in the game will start taking it and creating something into it while we're waiting, right? So like
Yeah,
I don't know, I think it would be cool if yeah, literally like if a bunch of small guilds got together, built an alliance up, and it's like, hey, I can provide, sticks. Couch Cat can provide sticks. And then,
uh,
some other guild could be like, yo, I can provide you gold for your sticks. And then we, whatever it may be, because, funnel everything into Couch Cat, right? We'll be the leaders. We got this. And then we can take on, higher guilds by doing that, or like either all the guilds go to war against one of the higher guilds, so we're constantly hitting on them and wrecking them, or if we want to get like really crazy and you want to take down like a top tier guild, literally just have like focus all the attacks on like through one guild. So like say
throwing
like
bodies,
yeah,
at the wall.
like literally, absolutely, yeah. We're all cannon fodder at this point, right? So,
Yeah.
so you have like say like Couch Cat is the main one because that's of course like everyone wants to be the leader in their fantasies, and like all the other small guilds like fall in line with us, right? So Couch Cat declares war on Death Star, let's say, and we just rotate out members of the guild, right? So like we're constantly like we bring in a fresh supply of players from the other guilds, so they just keep
Oh, I
rotating
see.
in, and so they're able to still keep attacking and win the war
Yeah,
like
because
that.
you'd have to plan that out because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's still a cooldown between planning or joining other guilds, right? So
is there? I don't remember
I
there
I
being a.
thought there
I don't
was.
think
Unless
no. Is there? I don't remember that.
burnt
But yeah,
potato, burnt potato. Is there a cooldown? Because he joined our guild today.
yeah. See,
No.
no, there's
All
not.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So
That's
yeah,
abusive.
dude, that's what I'm
Are you
saying.
are
Like
you
I'm
sure? Are
hoping
you sure you want
as
me
a
to
small.
like record this?
Dude, yeah. Wait, hold on. That we are
But what about
trademarking that, copyright that idea. This is Couch Cat's idea. So
but what about
yeah,
what I talked behind closed doors? Like, say you have this plan in mind, but then that one thought to be trustworthy, we'll call them baby guilds, right? We're all baby guilds down here. So like that one baby guild like gets in like Darth Taylor's sweet spot, and they're like, their first like alliance. But then that baby guild is like, I'm gonna tell everything to everyone else, and they're sifting the information from the Discord or wherever they chat to like say your alliance, right? Like your front, the baby guild front. So you have that like aspect of not really role playing, but just more depth to the game where you can have the spies, right? You
yeah,
can,
like a
this is
spy
a
guild or
social game.
something. Yeah,
You interact with people. You gain, like, you build relationships with people. You gain trust through people. So, um, you can really break some hearts in this game this way. If
yeah,
there was, I will say this: if there was more to gain, because as it stands, it's very bare bones. It's things we wanted, but the rewards, they don't like outshine the risk yet. But I see where you're going with this. Like there will be a push to do this stuff, and that's why this update is so important for the game. Um, yeah, I think it brings more dynamic to the game. It
Yeah,
brings more socialization to the game. Like, I've never talking to anyone in Fallen Angels besides Keepin today, and now we're in Alliance, and hopefully because the way we've built our Discord, we are the Couch Cat Discord. We have a lot of simple MMO players in it. We're not a simple, just purely simple MMO, but our simple MMO portion of the Discord is fleshed out. We added a guild members private chat. We've added a diplomacy channel, text channel. So anyone who's listening to this and is interested in, diplomacy talks, you would head over there and we'd chat it up, send your representatives. And then if the alliance is created through those talks, we have a locked alliance chat, text chat that, we would assign like the leader, co-leader, or whatever rep you have, an alliance role. And you can come into our Discord and we can talk shop, with the future of the alliance itself. So we've expanded, at least in our Discord. I'm sure bigger guilds have already, had this in mind, but you smaller guilds, like, start thinking about that. Like, set up diplomacy, the table for diplomacy, an alliance chat, guild chat, whatever you got going on to make this more interesting, like Alan just said.
yeah, or like even I'll say it right now, Couch Cat is willing to be a alliance brokerage. Like if you want to get an alliance with another guild, and but you guys are having troubles coming to agreements, we could be the middleman and take care of it and get you guys to a happy middle
I'll tell you both to
compromise.
just fucking just go at it until no one's left.
Yeah. So, dude, there's like so much potential we could like shape into this game as players. I
Hmm.
think this is a great opportunity to do this, especially with alliances being in now. So
Yep.
guild leaders, if
Yeah,
you're out
and
there, hit us up.
yeah, hit us up. And then also, it just compounds on the personalization of the guilds, right? Because now it's an extension of the leader and an extension of all the
Yep.
players. These people are invested in their guilds,
Yeah.
so they're gonna want to do some cool shit now that we have this update, which could lead to more. But yeah, we're serious. Stop by the diplomacy channel, and hit us up. Join Yi in Fallen Angels and our alliance so far. But that's all we got for our alliance. I think it's one of the coolest parts of this update, and I can't wait to see more of it.
Yeah. It's a bummer
But
you never
rolling,
mentioned it in the last podcast.
dude, I could have taken, I could have had that credit, and Mike would have been like, damn, he really was top 3 material. uh, but I have that Easter egg to prove otherwise. You know what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
anyway, so more into the
Yeah.
design side of things. There's a new guild page design,
Yep.
which I've opened up and looked at. You can only see it on mobile. Okay, web is behind. Mike made a mini Q&A in the official Discord of the official Simple MMO Discord server in the announcement section. He states he doesn't want to work on the web app, because he's going to be completely rehauling it within, what do you say, like 8 weeks
Eight
potentially.
weeks. Yeah. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
Q2. Yeah, so Q2. uh so that's kind of a bummer because we have people who don't have Android, right? Like someone sitting right next to me has iOS. But yeah, so in the mobile app, you can see this. You can just hit view guild, and it opens up multiple tabs. It's very simple and clean. Um, you get all your information there. The armory, activity, all that jazz, guild wars, etc., members, etc. I think it's a good addition. Like I said, very simple and clean. I just wanted to mention that in the patch notes. And then also guild task. Alan, I know you were talking
Yeah.
about trying to do one earlier, but if you want to talk about them now.
Yeah. So guild tasks. As a guild leader, you could select a guild task. Um, the ones that we have currently for Couch Cat is take a determined amount of steps, complete a certain amount of quests, and then kill a certain amount of NPCs. So let's just take steps for example. The easiest
Mhm.
one is take 10,000 steps within 1 hour. It's a 1 hour limit, and then like it'll increase like each step task you could do increases in steps. It'll also increase in duration that you have to complete it, and it costs 10 freaking million to activate one task. It's
That's a lot of
insane.
crack to sell.
Yeah, can you imagine getting 10,000 steps in in 1 hour for like even an active guild? Like Darth Taylor just said, she had
Yeah,
30 members stepping and still failed. They failed
they've
two
already failed
tasks.
twice. No one wants to
That's
join a guild that fails one task. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Come over to Couch Cat. We won't fail. I promise you.
Yeah, it's too late for them. So
Yeah,
there's
we just won't
redemption
do the
for us.
task. But good thing
Yeah, see,
is,
that's how you work around it. You just don't do
Yeah.
them.
Good thing is, Mike said these are not permanent numbers. Um, and if it's too difficult, he'll readjust to make it easier, so that we're able to like attempt to accomplish it. Right? Um,
Yeah, no one below like the top 3 or even like I don't understand. Unless the PvE guilds who are like literally like all they do is step, right? Like
yeah,
what Peaceful Crafters with their gradient name that looks like lemon
yeah,
like Sprite. Uh that's what they do. So or that's what I've been told. And eat black bean burgers. So just word
yeah.
on the street.
So I think it's probably just a good idea as guild leaders to just pause and not even touch tasks until Mike takes another look at them and tries to figure out the sweet spot between what's too easy, what's too hard. So hopefully, fingers crossed,
Yeah. Because it's
because you
obviously too
get
hard now.
yeah, absolutely, and this is one of the three ways that you could get those powerpoints. So yeah, like
So pretty
this is
much now you're left with 2 ways, and it's
either
diamonds
yeah,
or bust.
yeah, you better pull out your freaking wallet, make Mike
Yeah.
a millionaire, or you're waiting a long time to get 5,000 kills on one kill. So, hooray.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
we're going to be
Q4
decayed.
of 2021.
Yeah. So, but Mike's been great as a developer in this game, so I'm sure he'll take a look at that soon. Um,
Yeah. When he
but
realizes like his test guild's the only one's successful, like
yeah,
successfully completing tasks
yeah,
because
yeah.
they're all bots. But what else? Oh, mass messaging, right?
Yep.
So that kind of ties in with the guild task and guild war changes because now the guild leaders, such as yourself, Alan, can send
Yes.
notification to all guild members, so you're not wasting that 10 mil,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
attempting the impossible, or maybe like you said, like in the realm of being active and participating in major guild wars, um, sending out notifications to redirect attacks, right? Kind of like how we do in guild chat anyway. Like, hey, going after X guild today. Hitting down the list. So, good. It's a necessary QOL change, I think,
Yep.
especially for guild leaders.
Oh yeah. Especially for the guilds that have events and stuff like that, they can announce when it's going to start. They can announce when it ends. They can announce the winner, so everyone's tracking. I mean, I'm sure they could still do that in their individual discords, but it's just nice to have in game.
Yep, and also guild leaderboards. Um, it's changed. They've added things now. So, or Mike's added things. So you can filter the public leaderboards to only include guild members. You can see Diamond Market now has a sale history displayed. That's kind of why this
That's
is another
completely
typo.
different bullet.
What is going on here? Anyway, guild leaderboards, you can see who's in the top.
Yeah,
I actually took a screenshot. We were talking about this earlier. I took a screenshot yesterday of the old, uh, what you would call like the phased out guild leadership board. And yesterday, we had Death Star as number 1, right? Which is still the same today. We had Yi in the second spot, Cloud in third, Koi in fourth, Funk Butt in fifth place, The Force in sixth, Legion in seventh, Heaven and Hell in eighth, Murder of Universe in 9, The Merry Men of SMMO in 10 spot, And then I like to include Levin as not so friendly. Shout out to my friend Riptide, and that is his guild. But things have changed, and if you refresh now actively, Death Star is in the number 1 spot. But now we have guilds like Blackwater in number 2, Carmine Rings in 3. Every time I see Carmine, dude, I just think of Gears of War because like everyone was like named Carmine in the first game. All the soldiers that just died. Yi is number 4. We got our boys at Fallen Angels in number 5. Don't mess with us. We're in alliance with them.
Their accomplishments are our accomplishments, so we're basically number 5.
Exactly. We are living through them.
Yeah.
Carry us, please. And then let's see. Peaceful Crafters is number 6. Their name looks like Sprite because of the gradient colors.
We're smacking them in a war right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've always have, even before the update. They're just, I mean, that's just not what they're, that's not their MO.
No. Don't say that. We're
okay. Winning. We have the Forest at number 7. Murder of the Universe at 8. They have a really cool skull icon. That's a really cool sprite. Number 9 is Step Cafe. And number 10 is Order of Disorder, max gradient colors, and it's a monkey with a brain. And like I said, I like to include 11, and that's Peaceful Traveler. So you get to see a mix of PvP and PvE guilds in the top 10 spot, which is all thanks to the update. And I'm scrolling down just to make sure we're even still in this leaderboard. And we are at number 17. So rejoice. We're in the top 20 guilds right now.
Hell yeah. Represent.
And we are above Legion. Dude, we're above Legion and Koi. They're 18 and 19.
What scrubs?
Dude, I used to look up to them. Now they're just like losers. Like whatever. Like don't even. No, I'm just kidding. We have a lot of Koi people in our server. I don't want to get killed.
Yeah.
Who else? What's another surprise? Funkbutt, who was like in the top 5, is number 31. So sad to see how the mighty have fallen. But yeah, just in not even a day, like a couple hours, things have changed. And that's crazy. I don't even know how we made it into the 17 spot. Pay to win.
Dude, take a picture of it now. They'll never believe us in a few days.
Yeah, let me snip this thing real quick, brother. And I can DM the leaders from Koi and Legion and be like,
yeah, dude. This is how we get alliances with like the top guilds who are down in rank right now.
You need some advice? Hey, you need some advice, you little babies?
I'm sure you want to join us. We're a new guild. You probably haven't heard of us before. We're number 17 here. Sees this picture. Don't actually go check yourself, but we'll take you under our wing. Just do as we say. Thank you.
Fails within a day. Well, that was short-lived.
It's their fault, not ours. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. And then so the bullets on our guild leaderboards got mixed up. Or not mixed up. It's just there's no label between. Yeah, go on and go on those QL stuff.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I want to talk about the guild leaderboards. Like, those are freaking awesome, especially again for the guilds that do events. Like, how many get top 3 players who get the most steps in a day get this reward or whatever. Like it literally breaks down like gold earn, kills, NPC kills, steps, like all this daily, weekly, monthly, all time, whatever. Like it breaks it down very well. It's awesome. So I think that's a great way to look at guild activity and see who's slacking and who's actually pulling their weight.
Yeah, Alan.
Dude, I'm pulling my weight. I don't know what you're talking about.
A lot of self-reflection going on in this update.
But, yeah, so that's guild leaderboards. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, cool. And so below that are some QL updates. And Diamond Market now has a sale history displayed. You're now able to hide the special attack button by going to preferences. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. Remember last time how I made that like lobster joke? He listened. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what communication does for this game. Enemy pet is now visible during PvP. So now we can all see that everyone has the same pet from the last event. And then it just switches every new event.
Yeah.
Everyone's going out the bunny this time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dark mode fixes. Cool. Home location has been removed from the guilds.
Dude, I am salty over that. I think it was 10 mil to change the location. I'm salty.
Oh,
We dropped 10 mil into that for nothing.
I remember that. Yeah, Forever Winter. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That's like our whole like we're going to need to start taking money from the GE fund. There's no way. There's no way we can sustain ourselves.
our alliance needs to come through. You know, they need to help us out here. Come on now.
I'm not taxing our members, okay? God. So I guess he just taxes their members, huh? Forces them to work for the rest of their life.
Anyone from Yi
1 mil a
who
day.
doesn't want to be taxed, you could join us. We're friendly. We provide friendship, and you can still be protected by Yi because they said they would protect us from everything. Since we're an alliance now.
Yep. And listen, you don't need to tax your members if you rig giveaways and win the money that you're putting up for the members. Okay. So essentially, I'm putting funds back into the guild by taking donations, promising them that they can win them in the giveaway, but then I'm winning the giveaway and putting it back into the guild.
Freaking rigged.
So it's rigged, but that's all it is, man.
But join our giveaways.
Yeah, join our giveaways where I just recently won my own giveaway. Not rigged at all. Let's see. Design changes throughout the entire app. Legacy Light now deletes all the knight's progress. Oof. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? I mean, you're technically saying goodbye to almost everything. The game rules have now been updated and refreshed. Probably one of the rules on there is to listen to our content.
Absolutely.
Such as the podcast,
it's mandatory
and read our
at this
articles
point.
and guides. Yeah, I can't imagine not being in there. So
yeah, as top 5, top 3 friends of Mike, he knows how to take care of us. It's great. Really appreciate it, Mike. Thank you.
Recognize the top 5 friends of Mike, the developer. Yeah. So notifications are now auto deleted after 3 months. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. New usernames no longer require approval. Please make sure any usernames abide by the in-game rules and terms of service. I think I will finally change my name to CouchCat Sensei instead of the CC underscore.
Yeah, I'm nervous about the no usernames require approval. Guaranteed, people are going to get wrecked for changing their name to something bad. Like it's
League of
Legends.
Happen. It's League of Legends all over again.
Yeah.
Giant Cucumber 69.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, word on the street is Sideways from Fly. He's going to change his name to Giant Cucumber 69. So keep an eye out for Sideways and his name changes. Can't trust him.
Honestly, it might just be a good idea to pre-ban him. Preemptive ban right now. Just get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because we don't like not so friendly or anything.
He's friendly too.
Yeah. So which is one of their guilds that
we're currently losing to them, but we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, I think I just heard through the grapevine that Riptide is going to change his name to Giant Pancake Cheeks 69. So you might want to ban him too from Not So Friendly. Yeah. What else? What else we got? Banned players have been removed from the leaderboards.
That's nice. I like that. Yeah.
I thought that was already a thing, but okay.
Their legacies are removed forever.
Yeah.
Screw them.
Fixed potion bug. Don't know what the bug was. Special items can now be found on the market. Pretty neat.
Yeah. That's
Gren, the bidder, now only displayed one welcome every 6 hours. Is that the person on the homepage?
Yeah. So in one of his, I don't know. That's a great question because one of Mike's blog posts, he talked about how Gren the bidder has, I think it was beamed someone or something. I can't remember. I think it was beamed. Player 6,000 times.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I don't understand Gren the bidder. I appreciate the welcome, but
that's not always nice. Fix the PvP excessive attacking bug. Okay. Didn't know that was a thing. And API improvements, Alan, this is your thing. You grow a banana in your pants for this stuff. Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, I think this will help out all the bots that are out there.
Are you seriously not going to deny the banana allegation?
I'm a nerd.
Okay,
Join
continue.
Couch Cat.
Sorry, my bad. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
As Keyman says, no banana shaming out here. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways. Oh my god, we're losing our audience probably. Everyone's like, okay, it's time to go. But
honestly, we're probably all like closet banana panners, so everyone's probably like, finally, I can be myself in Couch Cat Gaming. Which, of course, you know where to go now. Our Discord server link is in the podcast description, so come on over and we'll hook you up in the grocery store. Get some bananas.
We welcome all.
All right, continue. Let's finally talk about this API.
Yeah. Let's get through this freaking thing. Yeah. So API is going to be great for all of the bots that are out there. It's the I hate when people have hard names. The Mech. I don't know. The MEQ has the simple MMO, like the friendly bot, simple MMO friendly bot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So AI improvements help improve those bots that are out there on the Discord servers, like that, the simple MMO friendly bot, which is freaking amazing. So appreciate the developer for that. Awesome stuff. But yeah, so some of the improvements for anyone else who really likes the technical side of things. The item API includes the item name, if it's locked or not, locked being that it can't be customized. Added the item name, description, and stats to a player's equipment API. Added player name, level, safe mode, current HP, maximum HP to the guild member list API. Yeah, ability to search your storage. I don't know if that's part of it anymore. That's probably not part of APIs. I don't know. But however, there's more options to be able to pull from the game to view within your Discord for those bots that you use that are connected to the API. That's what it means. More options. Great stuff. Hooray. All right. Let's go to what I think is probably the top 2 or 3 improvements for this game.
Okay.
Bounties.
Oh, that's a thing in this game?
Oh my god. Dude, I go to check the bounty page like every few days, just hoping to get a bounty. Prior to version 9.0, anyone who was in safe mode was basically like on the bounty list, and it was dumb because they just go in permanent safe mode or they'd stay in safe mode for a long time, and like you couldn't get anyone on the bounty list. It sucked, and those all just safe mode people. It was terrible.
Or you get bamboozled and you don't look, and someone put a bounty on like a below 100 player, and you're like, hell yeah, brother, and then you accept that bounty.
Yeah,
and then you have to go all the way to the end of the page to cancel your bounty because it doesn't. There's no thing to show that you have bounties active.
Yeah,
remember that, dude? I never went back.
Yeah, or like if there's a banned player on the bounty list, you can't actually attack the player, so you have to go freaking cancel that bounty. It was freaking lame. Anyways, now bounties will only show players who are not in safe mode, and when a player's safe mode expires, they will go back on the bounty list, which is freaking awesome. I think it's great. I looked at the bounty list. There's like 2 pages worth of bounties. They're all under level 100 for the most part, or like above 10k. So whatever, but improvements. No Chin says that he's aiming to throw out 500 bounties on the 26th. So everyone,
dude, he always gets me. He put a bounty on me last time.
Well, so everyone, watch out for that. I think this is a great time to get your bounties achievement reward thing and get some more diamonds. I'm freaking excited for bounties and not having to sift through all the crap. So that's nice.
I honestly forgot there was a whole bounty system in this game. I've turned my back on it for so long. I'll probably never go back to it. But then I said the same thing about stepping, so who knows? I
Yeah.
can reform.
Yeah.
Because with the update, they made stepping more accessible. So maybe there will be a big bounty update one day. Let's see. You are now able to buy diamonds in the diamond market. Okay, whatever. Using gold in the bank. Okay, perfect. You can now list items on the player market and have the gold go directly into your bank for an additional fee. And fix the zero quantity bug in the item storage and a bunch of smaller bug fixes that he did not take note of. He being Mike. And as the official patch notes from Mike that can be found on the homepage of SMMO. Can also be found in the announcement section in the official SMMO Discord server. And that's all I got on the patch notes, man. So
Yeah. I
let's
mean,
just talk about
I think
some of the what
I was
what
just
were you
gonna
gonna
say, I
say?
think this is probably the best update. I'll say it again, best update in a long time. Um, UI wise, I think with the way that he built out the guild system is awesome. It's very easy to navigate through, and like some of the things that
Mm-hmm.
we didn't talk about when you go to war, like you could view attackable members against that guild, and it'll only pull up the members
Yeah.
that are
So you
you're
don't have
able
to
to
go
attack.
through the page.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that
while
is
you're on the
so
toilet
nice.
and
Yeah.
you're on like page 3 and you're like, where the fuck can I attack anyone?
Yeah, yeah, like, oh, this person's on safe mode. This person, okay, gotta keep scrolling. Oh, this person was killed. Dang it. Oh man, it is so nice. It is so nice.
Yeah, it is a really awesome update, gameplay wise and QOL or quality of life wise for those who don't know. But
Yeah.
I will say it, it kind of sucks for the people who don't have Android. So the web app users, they're kind of shit out of luck right now. Um, but hopefully, everyone can enjoy it at one point. But yeah, any final words on the patch notes, Alan, before we move into player input?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. So a couple of nights ago, I posted about the live podcast and asked for some input. We've been trying this out, getting input from our community members and from the Simple MMO community itself. So I want to first give a shout out to everyone that left their input. I'm just going to go through right now. One of the first posts is No Chan saying that his guild is going to be top 10 for show. And that was forced. So he was correct. And it pains me to say that he was correct. Way to go, Tree Guys. And let's see. Only the Pure stated on the 7th, so a couple days ago, that everyone knows Death Star will be top in death. So there's that.
Sounds like he needs to be
so,
wrecked by Death Star.
oh my god. But anyway, so Sideways, Riker from our guild, and Keeban from Fallen Angels. Shout out to one of our alliance guilds. They'll never get old, man. Never get old. But they were having a discussion. Sideways was saying that some of the flag guilds will be up there, which he was correct. He also joked about if Death Star and Legion have diamonds left over for refills. So there's that. They're also curious as a group, who would be dropping the money on game power level 5 with diamonds rather than doing it the normal free to play way through the
I've
task and
already
wars.
seen power level 5. I forget which guild it
Yeah,
is, but I've already seen it. And they just
yeah. It's going to happen, especially since there's the higher tier players in this game. They drop diamonds on the reg anyway,
yeah.
and then also they own guilds, and then on top of the guild task being next to impossible, you're already pigeonholed into desperate acts, right? Like everyone's fucking desperate. But yeah, so that's going to be a thing. The Riker, he says, I hope it's not member based and more so power, because a guild with 300 players level 10 shouldn't be considered better than a guild with 15 members all level 10k. That's wishful thinking. That's still going to happen.
In my opinion, I think sometimes it's better to be in a smaller guild that has like a good group of players versus just like a large guild with anyone in it, especially for war. Like if you have a solid small group who has a shit ton of EP, you could just keep wrecking these kids over and over again. Whereas,
Yeah,
the bigger guild will be limited by how many players. So I think it's great.
yeah, and honestly, we're actually moving in that direction right now. We're actively recruiting to get bigger, but a lot of our OGs are high level. We have a couple
Yeah.
of 1000s in there. Shout out to Kimchers and Crixio, who's a mod in our Discord server. We have Niels, who's always been powerful and always been PKing no matter what level he is, I feel like.
Yeah.
Myself just hit 6K. Took a lot of time to get there, but my plan is to at least get to 10K as well. Uh yeah, we have some high levels, and I don't really want to go that route, but we're going that route naturally. Let's see. Yeah, so they go on to talk about just the balances between task and PvE and PvP. Um, Kaiben states that most guilds already have a system in place where they kick members after they're offline for a certain amount of time uh, to prevent, abusing those players who might be AFK and not on safe mode. Um, but then he also states when it's an entire guild, though, that's inactive, they're pretty much just an EXP PowerPoint farm at that point. And that's true.
Yeah.
I farm a lot of AFKers.
It's
Um,
nice.
yeah. Yeah, not so friendly. All that
Not So
jazz.
Friendly
Like,
shrunk down their guild to 19 members now. I checked today.
really?
Yeah.
And I'm looking in the
I think it
chat
was
and
Not
I'm
So
not coming
Friendly.
off safe mode. I'm
Yeah.
not coming off safe mode sideways, so you better. I got 2 alliances, man. You better watch yourself. Okay. I got Satan Sama in my pocket. He's a koi fish, but he'll defend my life. But moving down through input, I got Loch Ness. Shout out to Loch Ness, always leaving good input for us. And also in the other podcast we were doing a couple weeks ago. Loch Ness states, interested to see how guild membership may change. With raids, this is everyone trying to work together at the same time, but most of the guilds now are composed of people from all over. Not sure if it will start drama or if this means there will be many small active guilds versus a handful of big active ones. Some of the things that we've talked about earlier. She also continues, also guild wars will be pretty skewed for the ones on the leaderboard right now if the requirement is for the first 1K kills. New guilds and newer players will suffer. Won't be able to join. Oh, okay, never mind that part. But yeah, good point. And we talked about that. There's obviously going to be a power shift. And I mean, even being a small guild, you see it worked in our favor as well. Like we're top 20 right now. For
Yeah.
now,
For now.
for the first day.
For the first day.
And then you have PvE guilds up there, but most of those PvE guilds up there are the larger vegetarian guilds. So yeah, there's obviously going to be I was actually talking about this with Sideways offline during a stream. I think it was City Skylines or one of the others because we stream in this Discord server. All types of games, Phasmophobia, Planet Zoo is the newest one I've been streaming, Valorant, etc. But we're talking about like just creating a power vacuum. Maybe guilds will start dropping. Uh, leaving guilds behind to join one guild. Hit a guild, especially that has a power level, to have that higher level player count, and just absolving guilds to be going. So like instead of like they're all like right now in the current state, even with alliances out, you're stronger. If say like okay, Death Star wants to take us in, right? Like, hey, we want to be in alliance with you. You're a small guild, but you have assets we need, etc., or want, etc. Let's build an alliance. They would still be stronger if they just absolved, like if we absolved into them versus having that alliance in place, just because of the mechanics that are available right now. So that's like the power vacuum that Sideways and I were talking about. Just like ditching the leader with the leader's consent, all these small guilds like, 20 to 30 range, ditching their guild and hopping into any guild in the top 20 to boost power and numbers. And obviously, the ones that have the power levels will get that influx, or that plan will work out for them. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see if guilds have been around for a long time as a social aspect, or just like, yo, deuces, now we're going to be with X, Y, and Z. And I wonder what will happen with that.
Yeah, I think
Because I'm sure there's.
Marcus brought up a good
Go
point
on.
as well, like with the time zones and stuff. Especially so, like raids are an hour, tasks are hour base, whatever, like hour, 4 hours, whatever it may be. Um, and what was the other thing? Raids, tasks, and there's something else you do. I can't remember. Whatever. You could, and you could, you have to schedule that out. And with our guild, we have like everyone across the world, from the Aussies to the Canadians, or to the US to European. Like, we have it all. So it's difficult to plan around, like, hey, like we want to freaking, I don't know, like do it at this time. It's like, well, I'm at sleep, I'm at work, I'm eating dinner, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I think if there are bigger, stronger guilds out there that are filled with all the different time zones, that's going to be interesting to see how that will work out.
And I think the older your guild members are, the harder it's going to be for you.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
that's another thing to take in, like, jobs and shit.
Yeah. So do you
So,
start splitting up the stronger guilds into like time zone guilds, and
oh
so
my
they're in
god,
one
yeah,
alliance? Like that
yeah,
would be interesting.
like uh, like Couch Cat North,
Yeah,
Couch
yeah,
Cat, or Couch Cat like West, Couch Cat East,
yeah, dude.
and it's like guilds of like 14 each. Because
Yeah,
Riker asked in chat, we have like 33 members right now,
yeah.
so and all
We're
affected
growing.
by time zones.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck. Um, yeah. Let's see. Keep going down. Input. Lunatic or Lunatico 64 from Yi, who's an alliance member, says it's really good to have logs of gold donations to the guild bank. Finally can shame tax evaders. Wow. Great use of that function. I can see where Yi is, where Yi's head's at. So lovely guild. Glad we're in alliance with them.
Yeah. So if you don't want to be
Love
taxed, but still
shaming
want to
tax
be
evaders.
around ye,
Like it.
come join Couch
Yeah.
Cat. We'll take
I
care of
mean,
you.
I would
We're in the same
say,
alliance. They take care of us.
yeah, I'd say 40% of their guilds in our server anyway.
Dude,
So
it's an invasion.
yeah, it's pretty gnarly to see all the Yi brackets. Like, we're not a simple MMO Discord. We don't require guild tags, but like all of Yi does it anyway. So
I'm
it's
pretty sure
like,
it's probably like a required thing from their guild leader. Valorant is like, everyone will have to have Yi in their name for every server that they ever join.
yeah, we don't require
No,
that, man. You can do whatever you want.
I kid, I kid.
Let's see. Yeah, we're kidding. We like E. A lot of people from E have been really cool and kind to us in our server. Not like not so friendly over there. Thanks Riptide and Fly or Sideways. But let's see. Also, Jurg, who is one of our mods and from Yi, an alliance member, uh, states the log will also show people who join, people who get kicked, and people who leave. So, pretty neat. Oh, actually, Lunatico states the people leaving the guild, so that's nice. We have some floaters in our guild too that kind of like go full circle, like use us, leave, come back. So it is nice to keep track of those people if we would accept them back into the guild or not. Led Zeppelin, he's still an OG though. Let's see. Lunatico64 also states, gotta say the guild leaders are going to get a ton of work with managing all this new stuff. Would be nice to have some roles so members can help with it. That is something we brought up in the teaser.
Yep.
It's kind of strange, right? Like this guild update's massive, but it puts a lot on your plate, Alan, as a guild leader. Like I handle a lot of your shit, like because like different time zones, different work hours. I'm usually, I'm up during like normal hours, right? So like I have to like sift through all this stuff and then push it to you for action, which sucks because like now you have
Yeah.
like you wake up or you like your first like out like 30 minutes of coming off shift or something, you
Yeah.
have all this shit to deal with
Yeah.
on
Dude,
simple
like
MMO.
like today I walked out of work for a break and looked at my phone. I was like, "Oh Lord." Like trying to just like figure it all out. But yeah.
Yeah, like that it's pretty gnarly how in at least the initial push for a guild revamp that roles weren't included right off the bat. Even like as a set like even just like as a co-leader, right? Like not even talking about officers, lieutenant, whatever. However you rank your if there's gonna be flexibility in that, or if it's
Yeah.
gonna be like Discord, name your freaking role and be done with it.
Yeah.
Um, but like I don't see why like at least co-lead wasn't a thing off the bat. Just to, like kind of help with the new management of the guilds because like the notifications and the accepting of alliances and um managing the armory and all that stuff. Like it's a lot more on your plate. It's going to keep you busy. Let's see. Also, they continue on. No Chan states that maybe make a new stat based on average guild member level um, for like a future update to the guild system. And Yerg, uh, states as well that they're excited for things that Mike, the developer, mentioned about guild player ranks and getting bonuses for staying in a guild longer, which of course would make every guild leader happy because it promotes longevity and it promotes loyalty to a guild instead of like the people who surf, who like surf and turf and just fucking hop around every week. Uh, yeah, those are some good inputs. Thank you for that. I agree with most of these things, and we speculate about most of the things too. It's going to be interesting to see how things move forward. But this is an update we've waited for, and an update we've wanted for a long time, and it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to be watching the leaderboards like every day. I want to see how fast we lose the top 20 spot.
How long do you think until it stabilizes?
I'd say at least a week,
A week?
unless like someone, yeah, I say a week, because I don't know about everyone else, but I'm focusing on the Easter event. I
Oh
really want
yeah.
my fucking, I
Yeah.
want my Easter special, dude. Like my
Dude.
my Halloween special is so sick, the cloak, but
Yeah.
the stats compared is unbelievable. Like I would be a fool to pass up on that. So I'm focusing on Easter. I think a week will stabilize, and more people will pay attention once the event, like once people have gotten what they want from the event, which varies from anyone. People step differently. People have less time, more time than others, etc. Yeah, a week easy, and then I think the alliances um, will be a fluid thing. I can't really imagine like the top 10 locking in together. That'd be kind of like bullshit.
Dude.
And I think
That
I
would
think
be
players
insane.
have yeah, I think players have enough like internal drama where that's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be kind of not dope if that was a thing.
Dude, like, oh man. Oh dude, that'd be wild. But like I seriously hope that as the players of this community that we actually, make something of the alliance. I'll keep saying it, like let's just make something of the alliance while we wait for more of what Mike has to give to us. Like this is a great opportunity to be able to do some cool shit with it. You know?
Yeah, and it will grow interaction too,
Yeah,
because like
absolutely.
with players I've never thought I'd interact with. I just wish like with the alliance thing or even the guild update, I just wish I saw like especially with the heavy stepping involved with like the event and just like, compounding on updates previously, like like the big stepping update, etc. I wish I could see more of my guild members while I step, especially when we're all like actively stepping, with the bonus active.
Hmm.
That's just one of my things I wish like I would even say like the friends list too. Like I wish I could see more of like my friends list or the guild stepping with me
Mm,
versus like a random level 20 that I wave to and he waves back or she waves back and then,
yeah.
go home, write a song about it, and sit
Be
on it
your
for a
new
while.
friend.
And
or you could recruit him to Couch Cat. Come
Oh,
on
and then
now,
I have to like wait for you to wait for you to see
accept it.
the
Yeah,
the acceptance like at
yeah,
20 hours later and
yeah.
uh yeah. But anything so we talked about like guild roles, we talked about like the depth of the alliance. We covered input, but is there, we cover stuff through the input as well, like being able to see things or some things that are still missing. Is there anything for you, Alan? We did this last time with the teaser and we fucking couldn't remember anything, but is there anything for you that's missing that hasn't been covered yet, or are you pretty much you're good with what we got?
I mean, I'm freaking squared away. I really enjoy this update. I don't think there's much else that, at least for guilds, that we haven't already talked about that should be added. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I think we're at a sweet spot. I think we're giving something good. It's gonna be interesting to see you all maybe as allies or enemies. But just know our Discord server and these podcasts are for everyone. So it's always fun to see everyone interact with each other and hang out no matter what happens in the future. Eternal war, everyone goes to war with each other and then no one talks to each other again. But besides that, it's been a blast. Any parting words, Alan? Because I think that about wraps it up.
No, it's been great. I appreciate all the input, and I really appreciate everyone coming and chatting, while we're doing the live podcast and talking. So it's awesome that you guys are
Yeah.
here. Love hanging
Yeah,
out with you guys.
was this the third time now?
I think so.
Um, and every time I think no one's going to come. So thank you for surprising me and interacting with us and
Yeah.
leaving input. Especially the community members of our Discord server, they're always hooking us up, making us look like we actually interact with each other. Thanks for that. Huge shout, huge shout out to everyone. Yeah, huge shout out to everyone that's here right now listening live, and huge shout out to everyone that will listen to this when the recording goes live. I want to say thanks to everyone that's going to spread the word of the podcast, listen to it, and thanks to Mike for always helping get the word out that we exist. Our growth wouldn't be without his help, and him being a legit fan always helps and is fun. Having rapport with him too, pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. And we already said thanks for coming and thanks for everyone leaving their input. Of course, if you go ahead and join the Discord server, decide to join the Discord server after hearing this podcast, the link will be in the podcast description to include all social media links such as our Instagram, our Twitter, and other links such as the website www.couchcatgaming.com. Yeah, and we'll also have a link in there so you can send us a direct message. Though you don't need to use the link. Anchor, if you navigate to our Anchor link itself, the CouchCat podcast homepage, you can record a message live right there from hitting a button. Excuse me, not button. And if you send that message and give us a shout out or give us input or anything of that nature, or just say hi, we will include it in the next episode. We'd love to include your input in the next episode. Yeah, but that's it. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the community. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Bye bye.